pleasure to be here. We really appreciate it when we can kind of brag about our student athletes. And student is the key word there. And I think with these two individuals, I know Bill wanted to only give us one, but when you're trying to narrow down 200, that could very well be here. I think the two individuals we have is a great representation of our athletic department. The first person that's going to be speaking is going to be Daniel Soriano, and he is a sophomore for our men's cross-country team. So Danny, you want to come up?
Welcome. Big breath. I know this can feel really intimidating.
We're not very smart.
We're all friends here.
We're on your team.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Daniel Soriano. I'm a sophomore at Clark, and I'm currently 21 years old. Like I said, this is my sophomore year. I run cross country in the fall and track in the spring. Today I'm going to talk about a little bit about my experience here at Clark. This is currently my last term, my last season at Clark. I graduated from Benson in Portland in 2014. When I graduated, I thought about taking a year off to save for school, and just because I didn't really know what I wanted to study. 2 months into the summer after I graduated, I got a job after I graduated. I was working at Columbia Sportswear warehouse, and I was there for 2 months, and it got really tough because I had never worked, 40+ hours, and it was tough. One day I came home. I had a voicemail from Coach Bob Williams here at Clark, and basically the message said, "Hey, my name is Bob. I'm the coach here at Clark. We're trying to start a program here." He said, "We looked at your times from high school, and maybe you can stop by my office." And so I remember receiving the call and or giving him a call back, and then within a week we met. I visited Clark, and then everything happened so fast. Within a week, I was recruited by Coach Bob Williams, and I was registered for classes. So everything went so fast. None of this would be possible without the sports program here. I'd like to thank Ann Walker, Chris Jacob for sure, and Marla Derrick. They've done so much for me, and I know they do for other students too. I'm also thankful for Lizette. She's made sure that my scholarship goes through every single time, and she's always just there to see that I meet the deadlines. My future plans after Clark, or after this term, are to attend Portland State University. I am currently pursuing a bachelor's in graphic design. It means a lot for me and my family to graduate from a 4-year, because I'd be the second person in my family to graduate. And yeah, my experience here at Clark has just been phenomenal. I cannot thank enough for everybody who brought me here. It's been 2 years, and it'll be this term. But I really wish Clark was a 4-year. Once again, thank you again for giving me this opportunity and letting me be part of this Clark community. Thank you.
Congratulations.
I hope that you get to go back to Columbia Sportswear and do a new graphic design for them someday. Don't you think? Don't you think I hope they rehire you. Good job. Great job.
Are you planning on continuing your cross country and such as you move on to a 4-year?
Yes. So the only reason why I'm back this term and this season is because I was a redshirt last year.
Okay.
Yeah, I was a redshirt, and then like I said, Chris and Anna have done so much for me. So that's why I'm back this season. I'm running for Clark right now. Yeah, we have a meet this weekend, so just hope it works out this season. If I stay healthy, it'll be easier for me to move on to the 4-year and run there.
And what event do you compete in? You said the spring here.
Yeah, I run track, so I run the 5K.
Are there any opportunities for scholarships at Portland State?
There is. One thing that I've battled a lot is obviously not being from this country. That's been a big battle, but I mean, there's help everywhere. And I mean, when I graduated from high school, that was like one of the things why I couldn't go to 4 years straight to a 4-year. But I mean, I think it's a good way to go.
Daniel, have you run with, he mentioned Lizette helped him out in financial aid. Have you gone running with Lizette?
No, but like I'll see Lizette. We get done with practice like around 5 or 6, and I'll see Lizette working out, and then she's on the bike or she's coming back from her runs. But no, not yet.
Not yet.
We talk
She's a
about
good,
yeah.
Lizette's a really good runner.
She's on the Hood to Coast with Tresa gang on the team.
Have you done your hood coast yet?
I did punt to coast when I was in high school. We can't. Our coach doesn't let us do Hood to Coast just because it interferes with our training. So.
Well, later in life.
Later on, yeah.
Great. Any other comments? Thank you. Excellent.
Great job.
And he's not allowed to do it because I'm still hurting from hood to coast.
What is your experience?
My first leg's a bummer. Our next speaker is Tresa Marsh, and she is currently on the women's cross country and track team. So, Tresa.
You saw it wasn't that intimidating.
Hello and good evening. Can you hear me okay? I have a quiet voice, so bear with me. It's truly an honor to stand here before you tonight. When I was asked if I was interested in speaking tonight, I took on the challenge because I figured, if anything, it would be a really good learning experience, good experience for me, which is what I've learned over the past, 4 years here at Clark. I took things easy the first 3 years, so, and I found that as a student at Clark that failure is just a stepping stone for success. That's the way I like to think of it. And I'm not certain who quoted, I don't know who I'm quoting, but somebody else said it, so I apologize for whoever I did not mention there. Today I would like to be sharing my story about how I became a Clark Penguin, and what brought me here, and my academic plan, what I plan to do with my degree once I do graduate. Well, actually I didn't graduate. Once I am completed with all my classes, I have a couple more classes still here left. I have it all written down, but it's like too much, so I apologize. I'd like to first share with you a quote from my favorite First Lady, Eleanor Roosevelt. She said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." And I believe we all have dreams. It's part of what makes us human, and we all are created with a purpose and a design. And I believe God shows us these many times through dreams. So my dream as a child was to become an elementary school teacher. So I've had this dream for a long time, as long as I can remember, even as a young child. As I grew up and graduated high school, after only 3 quarters at Clackamas Community College, since I lived over in Oregon at the time, I just sort of set aside that dream, and I got a full-time job, married my husband back there. I love you, sweetheart. And then we moved over to Vancouver in spring of 2001, so that's when we got married. And then I eventually got my job working at Costco Wholesale, and they've been a great employer. I've been working there for about 11 years now. They've worked with me with going to school, and they have been very patient with me, and they've been supportive of me getting my education complete. My husband was working at the time as a residential journeyman electrician, and our son was born to me on Mother's Day of 2006 in May. That's my boy back there. That's Caleb. So everything seemed to be going like this path where I just was happy. I had a family. We had a home. I thought, I don't know if I'll ever go back to school. And then one day, it was just 10 weeks after I gave birth to my son, Caleb. My life just totally got flipped. Just totally everything. My husband was in a horrific accident that left him with a severe traumatic brain injury. He was out fishing, as he loved to do, as an avid outdoorsman, and a tree fell on him, and he became paralyzed from the accident, from here, like the waist down, and it was a complete injury, spinal injury. If you know anything about spinal injuries, it means that the spinal cord was severed, and so there's not any chance, there's no feeling from that waist down. And so he spent 7.5 weeks in the ICU. Do you have any water?
I'm just pouring some for you.
Thank you so much.
And you're doing a great job.
Yeah. It's yours.
Oh, okay. I don't know where to put it.
Right on the corner of the table, right on this one.
Oh, okay. Thank you. All right, so my husband was in that accident, and then after 7.5 weeks in the ICU, 8 weeks in the regular hospital bedroom, 8 more months in the convalescent center, we brought him home. And I was so happy to bring him home because it finally felt like our family was together again. And just during that time, it took kind of over 4 years, I decided that, I really would like to go back to school. That's what I really wanted to do, and that was my dream, and I remember. So it was so cool. I have a friend named Lisa, and she encouraged me to go back to school. And she said, you should apply at Clark. And so I said, I've done that. I've done school before, and it wasn't really something that I stuck with. And she said, you should try it. I said, okay, I'll try it. So I went and I applied at Clark, and everything seemed to fall into place. The federal aid office helped me to fill out my FAFSA and then the registration. Everyone was so helpful. Mm-hmm. I cannot say how grateful and thankful I am to everyone, like all the staff here at Clark. They've been so helpful and so caring and help, they're just amazing people. So thank you. So I spent, like I said, the last 4 years here, and afterwards I'm planning to transfer over to Washington State University. I should be doing that. I'm hoping to transfer over there as of this next summer. So after that, I plan on becoming a school teacher. So that's my story so far, and that's what brought me to this amazing school. And I'd like to take the time right now to thank specific teachers and coaching staff that made an impact on my life, and then I'll be opening up for any questions that you might have. there's so many people that I don't even know the names of different people that have helped me, like I said a little bit earlier, in the different offices. But I am thankful for the registration, I'll just say offices right now. The registration office, the advising center, time and time again, they help me out. And the e-learning center, they will like drop everything. Like they did this just this week too, drop everything to help me out. And like they were in the middle of eating. They like put their lunch down. Like, yeah, so it was pretty cool.
Did you say they were eating?
Yes, they were eating.
I'll take care of that.
She's got to eat sometime. I might get somebody into trouble.
President, you got the president in trouble.
Oh, no. And then the cashier's office, they were helpful too when I didn't, I had some issues with financial aid, and then they were communicating back and forth to one another, the cashier's office and the federal aid office, on my behalf, even when I didn't even ask for them to.
They weren't eating either, were they?
No. All right. So I just wanted to name some of the staff. April Wagner, she was my Psych 200 teacher. She was amazing. She like made psychology fun, and I didn't think that was possible, but I really did enjoy her class. April Wagner, she was April Mixon, another April. She was my chemistry teacher, and she was very fair, and she was a very good teacher. And to teach this girl chemistry was a challenge, so she did an amazing job. Lisa Stalley is my art appreciation teacher. I just really appreciate her, actually. she's pretty cool. And the math for elementary teachers, Miss Diane Coatney, she and Terry, and I don't know her last name, Terry, and I'm so sorry. She tutored me. Both of them tutored me. Diane Coatney was a listening ear, and she gave me, her warmth and her kindness, I just really treasure that. So, Dave Caldwell is my HPE boot camp instructor, and he actually got me back into running. And it's something that I really enjoy. And at the end of the boot camp class that I took it twice actually, 3 times. Yeah. At the end of the class, we were challenged to run, a half marathon. And I took on the challenge, and I don't regret it. I've ran 11 half marathons since then, altogether. Wow. And I've ran 2 full marathons, and the last full marathon I ran was 2 weeks ago. On the 19th, it was awesome.
Wow.
Great job.
I need the water from down. So I really enjoy running, and he actually referred me over to Coach Bob, and it was for an assistant coaching position, which I'm so glad that Katarina Mueller back there, who was an amazing assistant coach, who actually rode her bike with me during my marathon, which was awesome. Everything's awesome. So thank you, Katarina. Thank you. And thanks to Coach Bob, because he made this I was 35 last year, and I ran the 10K and the 5K. He made this girl run I got like 2nd place at NWACS. I ran it in like 40 and some change, and I never knew I could run that fast, so that is so super cool. And so I'm thankful to him and so many other teachers and staff. So at this time, I would like to say one more thing. Keep on dreaming and dream big, and just take one step at a time, and I will open it up for questions.
But first, you had a powerful story, and it was not too long.
Okay, because I was afraid it was, and I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to be boring people.
Well, the whole purpose of this is for us as trustees, for the college to hear success stories, and there's, without a doubt, yours is a very compelling story of success, triumphing over adversity in many different ways. the quotes that you live by, I mean, are just very fundamental.
Yeah.
And look what you've accomplished so far. It's going to be fascinating to see what all you can accomplish.
I'm really glad that you listened to your friend Lisa, or whatever, and sometimes just an encouraging word to a friend to say, hey, try it again, go for it again. That's great, and I hope Lisa knows that you spoke here tonight and that we appreciate you. And that she was mentioned, so good job, Lisa.
Did you run before, or was like in high school, or was running new to you?
I never competed in high school.
I am in awe. Me and Jad are looking just like, oh my God. That is just, I mean, just your life story is phenomenal and how you got here, and I appreciate you being vulnerable and sharing that with us. But I just, I don't see how, like, you're a mother and you're a wife and you're going to school, and are you still working?
Yeah.
And you're running and you're beating girls that are younger than you. I love it. You're my new hero. Rock on, girl.
Yeah.
So I just want to say I'm really glad you like that psych class, because when you become an elementary teacher, you're going to need that. And don't give that dream up, because we need teachers like you.
Yes.
I think you are super cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.